Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. And the Flames will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Hilltoppers offense takes the field to start this game off. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. They jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 2nd down after that incompletion. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's knocked away, and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Liberty Flames offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Flames will call on their punt team. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Makes a catch at the 10. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it.
He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Toppers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build on.
There he goes. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And they'll just down it right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set it up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, WKU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points, and they're breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Flames.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Immediately fires to the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and goal for the offense. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Red Wolves are within striking distance, but time is not on their side. They had better solve this riddle and fast. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State.
Looking to throw on first down.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Finding an escape route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been...
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Flames moving quickly to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. If you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And with that last carry, he hits a C-note. 100 yards already.
He's been patient, and he's been waiting for those blocks to set up, and then he's been bursting through the hole. He's really shown you a little bit of everything, and by the way, it's still the first half.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. can't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Makes the catch. It's Randolph. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's going to take off. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Flames line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give them some space. Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it's...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Randolph. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Flames in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Flames come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and short, the power run here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that foot.
Throws for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot, though.
Shotgun snap on third down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Complete out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last...
There he goes! Bulldozes his way through. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Plows through the defense. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. On fourth down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they're not on the same page there. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Montgomery. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got the screen set up. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Flames send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It'll be third and long. Defense in press coverage. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Liberty. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. They stripped it out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce, because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Flames will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. and they can just run the football up multiple possessions, they're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, WKU. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. They want to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff. And that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Flames will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What's up?
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're still firing away even with this lead. Stands in and takes the hit. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to